Alrighty. Good evening, everyone. I have crumbs on me. What is going on? Ah! It's celebration! Time to celebrate. Hot dog. Goal State is funded. Goal State is funded! Goal State is funded. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to keep yelling it. Goal State is funded. It's happened. We did it. Ladles and jelly spoons. Goal State is funded. We are here. Oh, I thought we were going to come on stream tonight and just hang out. Like, hoping to get it over the line, but it went over the line right before I had dinner. So, dinner was mostly me with my mouth full going for like an hour. So, apologies to my partner for that one. I'm still snacking. So yeah, this is a celebration. It's party time today. Everyone's popping up in the chat. Muriel Wilson, Goal State is funded. Good job indeed. Kukusu, thank you. Scott says massive indeed. Handsome Jack, funded indeed. Hang on. I've just realized something. So Handsome Jack said, so for context, Handsome Jack is my brother. I don't know if I'd call him handsome, but he's definitely Jack. And what did I not say something about the Mario movie if we got Goal State funded? Did I forget about this? And that's why you were texting me offline, waiting to see if I figured it out and remembered. Oh, God. Happy Pie, thank you. And yes, indeed, commiserations to my partner. But don't lick your fingers on stream, Tommy. Jesus. But we're in a party mood. So got out a little bit. It's a little bit more than I would have thought. Oh. Glenlivet Royal Caribbean Reserve. So this is single malt whiskey that's brewed in rum casks or distilled, I guess, and sits in rum casks. Yeah, so right, okay, so Happy Pie is confirming someone's right. Happy Pie, you're gonna have to go back through the chat and find what it was that I committed to, because if it's the Mario movie, what was it, Reflections that we were gonna do? I'm bringing the camera equipment up when I come up at Christmas, and we're gonna do it at the house. Oh dear. I'm now super concerned about this. There we go. But oh God. I just saw your text where you're like, Jack, where you're like, that's why I'm executive producer, and I thought it was in relation to this conversation, not what we were talking about like 5 minutes ago. And I was just like, you mother. Anyway, yeah, let's quickly check in on Goal State. It is now, so you can see it there, because I'm not logged in, it's in dollars, which is hilarious. It's actually 101% funded now. We have a lot of shout outs to do, which I'll probably do throughout the session today. I'm trying to think, how far in did we get? I'm trying to remember who. I'm trying to remember how far we got into thanking people on the stream. Oh God, we have so many people to thank, I think. Yeah, because we got to Sargi Rose, because I gave him a foot pick live on air. Actually, reading through this, you can't see this. I'm looking at the background, the dashboard, and in Discord and Kickstarter, because I can't show you that because that's a slight violation of personal information. But a lot of names I recognize here, so I'm going to have to go out my way to thank everyone gradually throughout the stream tonight. But yeah, amazing stuff. Critically, tomorrow I will get into the stretch goals much more. So the stretch goals are already up on AIandGames.com. I announced them a couple of weeks back. I'm going to add one because I originally I'll let you away with Mario movie if you promise to buy me an actual Christmas present this year. Okay. For context, I like to buy Jack books for Christmas every year. I like to give him something to read. Expand his mind. And last year I got to do two things for one. I got to make a silly joke and I bought him books. He got, what was it? I got you all 3 Peter Crouch books, which if you're not British and of a certain age, getting a book about Peter Crouch doesn't really mean anything. Commander Farsight knew you could do it. Thank you very much. I didn't, but I appreciate your faith in me. So yes, Jack, I'll buy you a proper Christmas. I'm gonna, hang on, I'm having a look right now. Can Super Mario Brothers movie 4K? No, not the new one. Nah, you can only get the original Mario Brothers movie on DVD. You can't get it on Blu-ray, on 4K Blu-ray. You can get it on Blu-ray, you can get it on DVD, you can't get it on 4K Blu-ray. I remember, Jack, you actually bought me the Mario Brothers movie on Blu-ray. I don't know where it is. I think I maybe threw it out during a house move. Oh dear. But hey, I can always get you another. So actually, on that note, quick pivot back to the main screen. Toast to everyone. Thank you all for your support in getting us here. I'm actually kind of blown away that we managed to get Goal State funded in only just over 3 days. It took us just over 3 days to get there. In fact, we've had more pledges. Like the day-to-day increase was higher today, from Sunday to Monday, than it was Friday to on Saturday and on Sunday. We've had more pledges today, so we actually had a bit of a lull on the weekend, and then we've had a bigger spike today. So I was thinking it wouldn't get all the way there until later in the week, because it was beginning to seem more and more likely, but we actually got here today. So a huge thank you to all of you for your continued support and enthusiasm for my shenanigans. And well, you've committed money, and now there's going to be even more shenanigans. And I think what I'm really trying to say is this is all your fault. Thank you all. That's good. Wee bit of water in it just to... I've already had a Glenlivet 12 before I came on stream, so if I'm a bit half cut halfway through this session, blame it on the whiskey. Alrighty, so let's do what we were actually going to do, rather than continually checking the Kickstarter. But of course, if there's questions, concerns, issues, queries about the Kickstarter, by all means, reach out and ask them while we're doing the stream. However, it's Robocop time. Oh, not the credits again. We're going to get back to playing more Robocop. I want to play through more. This has been good. And I haven't played this since the last time we streamed. So that was, what, 3 weeks ago, at least, because the conference and everything else happened. So let's pick it up where we left off. I'm trying to remember what happened when we played last. So what was it? There was the big raid that we did in the wonder. Oh, what's my buttons? Objectives. Yeah, so Wendell and the Street Vultures are no longer allies. Spike, the gang's leader, may be willing to reveal Antonowski's secrets, but is in hiding for fear of retaliation from Wendell and OCP alike. Take part in the briefing to determine how to find information on Spike's whereabouts. Alrighty. Oh, I love the old school OS right there. Let's go and find him. Very slowly. It's also funny playing this because I just started, I played a couple, like, after trying to get it installed several times to various degrees of success, I finally started playing a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 last night, and today, Jack, I think you tried to send me a party message right after I'd, like, stopped playing. So yeah, we should get on and do a night of playing some Call of Duty or something. I think that'd be good fun. I quite enjoyed Black Ops 6 actually, what I've played of the multiplayer so far.
Ready for you, Robo.
Considering that I'm not generally a fan of Black Ops as a franchise, this one feels pretty good.
Let's see what's cooking under the hood.
Oh yeah,
Once I'm done,
balance out the whiskey. We're in peak Scottish tonight. Yaldi. Oh yeah, we did the bank mission. That was it.
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment.
Oh, here we go.
On TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel? A hero again.
I do not do it for
serve
fame.
the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you. That's...
Yeah, just double checking my all right, I got a message on Discord. I was just checking it wasn't anything serious.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life.
Oh, we did this, but when the last time I played, but I think the checkpoint didn't save.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
My programming does not allow for family life.
No. I guess
I'm not
that
a family
was never
man.
the
I cannot be
intention.
a family man.
Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before. He was my
And
brother.
the weird, slightly
He
out
was
of
an
focus
addict
camera.
who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together
Yes, he's a
is not happy
workaholic.
one.
The programming saved him from the
Despite
family
that,
life.
I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
I cannot explain, but OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
That need to be
And now you're
removed.
afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think
Maybe-
this is a
maybe
good
we can
place
trust
to
her.
end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
All right, there's no doubt a bunch of light bulbs somewhere that I need to go and
I've got plenty
screw
to
or
think about for
something.
now.
You know how it is. In between missions, it's like, ah, can you refill the paper in the printer?
We are going to build a brand new city where Detroit now stands.
This is why crime is running rampant. You guys are just standing around all the time. They're not that interesting. Come on, guys. Yep, she's still out of focus. Yep. There's a joke to be said there about someone who works in therapy who's not focusing. but I don't know what it is. I just can't see it.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
Confront Officer Whitaker.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
I will confront you.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
He's out of focus too.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
LB, hello, thank you. Yes, very exciting that the Kickstarter is funded, and then we can, well, now we're into stretch goal territory. And we have lots of stretch goals, which is exciting.
That did not sound like fun.
This does not sound like
He
fun.
didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
I see.
All right. The situation
But yeah,
at the
as I was
bank
saying
is
earlier,
contained in a relatively smooth
it's already
fashion.
up on the website,
So what did
but
we
I
learn
will
from it?
be reaffirming
When it's
this
their
in the
money on
newsletter
line,
this week.
OCP
This
will
week's the
send
digest
Robocop, the
on
entire
Substack,
SWAT
and then
team, and a
also on
bunch of
socials and
extra
everything. I'll be
guys
talking
that
more about the
actually
stretch
work.
goals in the
Anything
coming
else?
days.
Wendell Antonowski no longer
Because I
deals
realised I
with
forgot to
vultures.
put one in there that I really
That's
wanted
right.
to do.
There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
I want to know
Spike has
why.
proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate
But yeah,
move.
we have
I'm sure there's plenty of
26
theories floating
days and
around.
change
So we
to
need
continue
listen
running
to
the
what the streets are
Kickstarter, and we are
saying
now
to find where the
101%
vultures are
funded,
hiding.
which is
I know
amazing.
someone versed in
Carl's
street
here,
talk.
holiday indeed.
Talk to him.
Celebrate.
And-
Slanger.
oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
The old man.
himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
What I find kind of interesting is I really love that the voice work in this game is good. Excuse me, and they put in the time. But I've noticed with a lot of I'm assuming it was a budgetary thing. But you'll notice that guy emotes from the neck up. So he's like, enough! But it's like his entire body is kind of static. But his head emotes quite a bit. And it's like, you can
Over here.
clearly tell it's a
Wouldn't wanna
budgetary
make the
thing where
mayor
they
of
didn't get
Detroit
to
wait, would you?
put more into it than they would have liked.
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election.
So at
bid.
least he's
Judging by
emoting.
your expressive
Hands
face,
moving.
He hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city. And
Let's see,
without your
what's the
consent.
secret knowledge?
That's clearly
Don't
something
announce all the
that
rewards,
I
just the
would
milestones
never
required. Well,
do.
funnily enough, I told
But
everything. So if you've been
you know that
following
I've
Gold
always
State on
appreciated what
the
you're
AI
doing
Game
for our city,
Substack,
right?
before it went live,
real
I shared
question
everything.
is,
What I
what
was
we
trying to
gonna do
do,
about it
what the
together?
course was, what the initial funding is for, what the stretch goals are, what the reward tiers are. So actually, one of the things I was trying to do was make it as easy as possible if people were following along with my weekly shenanigans.
I will not let OCP
Then
take over
getting
the
to
city.
the page, it would have been an easier sell. Though admittedly, I recognise not a lot of people actually read my stuff. So, but I'm going to reinforce it all and reshare it and everything like tomorrow. I'm not to be trusted in writing today. I'm all very emotional, but also
Say no to Delta
2
City.
whiskeys in at this
Vote for the
point.
neighborhoods, vote for Kuzak.
Your actions have a political impact. Did you see that? It's almost as if remember the people that said this game ain't woke.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself. I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
Got it.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, this guy again. Oh, I don't
How
like
are you
him.
feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city.
Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Oh, this is a
I
trap.
assume hostility from the suspect.
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. Remember,
Regarding going around fixing light bulbs and other mundane tasks, a modernized Robocop version would have you reply to these tasks with, as a language model, I cannot help you with screwing the light bulb. Go to the suspicious apartment. Let's-a go. You have to unshout whoever withdrew. No, that's not fair on them. We had one person withdrew from the Kickstarter. That's fine. Like, I appreciate, you know, it's all down to personal financial circumstance and, God, the world as it is. I appreciate every penny that comes my way. And I'm very excited that people were willing to back this because, of course, people already back my work on Patreon and Substack and stuff like that. So to then have another thing where someone said, yeah, we want to support this, I'm very, very grateful for that. Let's see. That's a digger. Okay. Thump, 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 thump.
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs.
I didn't want to do that just yet. I wanted to do the other objective. What's that? Oh, detect violations.
To the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
How do you get to that? Oh, okay. I thought like that was the end of the map and I couldn't go any further, but like no, I literally spawned in at the end of the map. Thump, 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 thump. This is going to be the longest 176 meters you'll ever see in a game. No, are you getting... No, I thought maybe he would get told off for misbehaving. Yep. I could confront him for smoking it.
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
Then you must suffer the consequences.
No one in this country values independent thinkers anymore.
Give it a couple of decades. Was this one due a parking ticket? Doesn't look like it. Ugh, it's done it again. It's shifted the objective. No, track that one. Thank you.
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
Hi. No one fazed by the fact there's a giant robot. Actually, yeah, the politics of that situation. Like, hey, nobody fazed by the fact there's a giant robot cop standing next to them. Keep on walking, buddy. It's all looking very messy. Reminds me of The Division all over again. Someone needs to pick up all the trash.
We should vote Kuzak. The Mills guy's just another suit. He knows nothing about ordinary people.
What are you looking at? All right, let's go in here. Let's have a look at what's going on. I've now actually got the Kickstarter sitting on this screen next to me. It's 101%. I don't think it's going to go up again tonight, but hey, it's already been fantastic that it went up as much as it did. Stop feeding the cats in the basement. They shit all over the place. Oh yeah, I have 3 experience points I need to spend at some point as well, don't I? 3's not enough to get anything, really. Oh, maybe. There we go. Keep it just to the 1.
Daddy, what was that?
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
Crime evidence! Ah, you've been sorely missed. Crime evidence. Good lord. Graffiti in this building is... Look at the amount of rubbish. Like, this is... No wonder people aren't happy in this city. Crime evidence, anybody? Crime evidence. Fabulous. Just really aggressively kicking the door down. Does sleep gas work on Robocop? I don't think it does. Pizza? Pizza! Nothing suspicious. No, I can't. I thought maybe I could damage that or something, but it won't let me do it. Nothing in the shower. Hello. Secret entrance. Hello. An entire skill point. And some crime evidence too. What is going on here? Rental invoice. $210 for 3 months rent. I was going to say that's great, but also look at this place. Answer the call. Is that not the Ghostbusters?
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
Oh, that's
I assume there is more if you cannot
that's an interesting
store
question.
Everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
I don't collect it for the court. I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs?
It's a loophole.
It is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first.
Explain.
At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
Right, so there we go. Over in the chat, Solid Reactor said, when playing this game with the 80s vibes, is there anything you missed from the 80s or early 90s that you would like to see or have today? So I guess that's an open question for any of us of a certain age. Although Handsome Jack said Tommy's life was only complete after 1993. Spoiler alert, that's when Jack was born. So that was a thing. Right, so this is her apartment. Is that what they're saying? Remember to ask about the evidence. The crime evidence? That actually causes a performance lag. That actually drops the frame rate. It's weirdly optimized, this game. I don't know. I'm trying to think of an answer to that original question from earlier. Crime evidence. I actually don't know. Part of me is like, oh, those were kind of weird curios of the era, but I don't know if I would ever bring it back. Like the notion that the internet could only be used by one person at a time because it was on the phone line unless you got a separate phone line. I always remember how we were one of the fancy families in the neighborhood because we actually got a second phone line installed in the house. Because my father didn't want to have to wait for people when he wanted to use the internet. Is that right? Somebody is get a parking ticket. Yeah. The football was more enjoyable and the cartoons were better. I mean, actually, it's at risk of sounding like an old man. One of the things I liked that was just less of everything. So it was easier to keep on top of things and find out about things and all that sort of stuff. I feel like nowadays it's a little harder to stay on top of media because there's too much of everything and it's hard to find. I don't know. That's maybe just a general gripe. I don't know if the football... Was the football more enjoyable or were we just younger and as a result we weren't as critical of the football? I say that despite I don't watch as much football now as I used to. Ooh. Going into the storage facility. Let's go.
Man, it's Robocop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are.
What is going on? Oh. Crime evidence. Marvelous.
Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
I love how they're all like totally not being suspicious. I'm assuming I'm going to have to fight all of them at some point. This is a stolen painting. Already seen elsewhere. Does that mean it was stolen or it's a copycat? Or... Oh, hello. I missed the part when we didn't need to lock the doors. I think you always had to lock the doors even where I grew up.
You will tell
We had somebody break into the house when I was a kid.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
Jack, I don't even know if you know that. Somebody broke into the house once in Linwood.
I will
Trying to
not
think, maybe
be
you were a baby at the time.
It's that metal freight.
Hello. Have I missed someone? Ah, missed two. Heal up briefly. Yes, so I think our house got broke into either the year you were about to be born or you were just born. And they stole money and jewelry, I think, and that was about it. All right. No. All right, I was just supposed to kill everyone. Thump, thump, thump. Hello. OCP related documents. I like it. Some crime evidence from the person that I'm not going to let get arrested. Because I'm a good guy that way. The lines are increasingly blurred. Crime evidence. Crime evidence. Crime evidence. Oh, little bit of crime evidence. Fantastic. Just charge it up. Thank you. Alrighty. Fantastic. So yes, it's been a very... Actually, we also had... so with Goal State getting funded, we also had a... Oh, we've actually had a little bit more towards Goal State. We actually had a... Not a full team meeting, but a bit of a team meeting today for the conference as well. Hello, gentlemen.
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
All right, now I need to go and give her stuff. I do miss the excitement when someone was calling on the landline, the shared phone, or when someone was ringing at the door. Today, when someone calls or even rings the door, I get a bit anxious. It is funny, like, that kind of cultural aspect of it, like the idea of somebody calling you. So, like, one, I don't like when people call me. Like, unless it's someone I know, if they call me on the phone, I generally won't answer it by default. I'll wait and let my answering machine take it. Unless I know that they're going to call me. You know, I think it's a cultural thing, whereas before, you know, you would answer your phone whenever it rang. And also, like,
If there is evidence of a crime, I would like to know it.
Police officer, first and foremost. In
Let's
the
see.
box are my personal belongings.
Oh, okay. I'm being a good guy. But yeah, like, I always remember the thing that, like, as a kid... Now, actually, this is something that for everybody else, right? Because this is a very particular thing to where I grew up. Did you pick up the phone and then repeat your phone number. So that's what people did when I grew up. You answered your phone and you replied with your phone number. Like, you didn't even say hello. Like, that was something that I knew people did where I came from. Like, my grandparents did it. My parents did it for many years. They only stopped doing it, I think, when caller ID became a little bit more pervasive. But, like, my grandfather, for example, would pick up the phone and say 24582, which was hilarious because for many years he kept forgetting that they added a 3 on the front of his phone number, because his phone number at that point was 324582, but he would still answer it 24582, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's a whole thing.
$1. It's $23.50.
Oh, somebody's getting screwed over.
Samantha's belongings.
Oh, yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without, they did a number on a lot of families. But that's not a story for me to tell.
Hang on, wasn't there another thing about a guy not willing to give you money? Like, what happened? I wonder, see if I find crime evidence, mate. I'm shutting your shop down. I already checked the box, right? I can leave. But yeah, so it was just this kind of cultural thing that when you were younger, or certainly of that generation, when you answered the phone, you did it by declaring your phone number, which is so funny now to hear that. Like, I can't imagine answering my mobile and then declaring, you know, 0797 blah 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 blah. I'm not saying my whole phone number on the internet, good lord. But like, it's so weird, that notion. And like, my parents did it as well, and I used to know other families that did it too. And like I say, like, one of the funny things was that they added more phone numbers over time, or they added a front digit to ours. And then there was the area codes changed as well, just by virtue of more and more people were having phones. As I was growing up in the 80s into the 90s. In Scotland, admittedly, don't forget, Scotland's what, the small country in the UK, so we still only have like 5 million people. It was like 3-4 million people when I was growing up. So yeah, like, it was kind of bizarre to see that kind of technological shift happen. I think probably about the mid-90s people stopped doing it. In Sweden, that was very uncommon for someone to reply with their number, but it happened mostly elderly people. Some even said the director and answered with their job title being a director, or like some sort of title. That's weird. No, like, yeah, it was, where I came from, it was mostly just people would recite their phone number. Rather than saying, oh, this is the Thompson residence or something, like, you would never say anything like that. But yeah, this is kind of a weird one to think back on. Right, so that's both of the... Out of curiosity, I'm assuming I can't just walk up there. Yep, continue with the main objective first. I can't just walk onto the motorway. Actually, to go back, like, one of the things, I guess, I mean, we have one where I grew up, where I live now, but like, locally owned stores was actually something that became increasingly less common where I was growing up. A lot of businesses, well, the town where I grew up kind of sucked, and subsequently all the businesses gradually shut down because they were going through tough times. But you know, so like, my father was a butcher when I was a kid. And so, like, I was actually quite happy that where I live now in England, it's got an economy that actually allows for local butcher stores, butcher shops to continue to run. And like, the one in this town where I live in now is actually quite successful, which is really satisfying, actually.
You have some kind of defect.
Because, you know, previously, that was when my dad got out of butchering and actually moved into software engineering, because he was like, oh, this is a dying market. There's no jobs in it. There's no, the economy is going to kill it. And so it's nice to see that kind of bounce back. But yeah, like I kind of like the idea of going into a shop still, and it's clearly like a locally owned thing.
Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state.
Is that right, Rambo?
You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city.
Yeah, he's gonna have trouble doing that.
Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
Well, I'm a robot.
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
Improves
You're a
effectiveness.
good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a
Carl, did you get round to finishing the Dead by Daylight tutorial? I think I'm going to go back to playing it probably tomorrow. I'm not going to stream tomorrow, but I might come and stream on Wednesday. Because the second week of the Battle Pass for the 2v8 mode's on, so I'm going to go and play some more of that, I think.
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word.
Also, Roper, if you happen to be watching this, hurry up and get it done. And Elby, actually, Elby, you were threatening to play, weren't you?
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. Argue with them.
Nope. I wanted to check why I'm getting pinged on another. Yep, getting some pings on the social medias. We did make some noise about it all on Blue Sky. Blue Sky is great, by the way. Having a lot of fun on Blue Sky. Also, like, had a whole, like, not just because I've had a whole bunch of followers. I think I broke 1,000 followers now on Blue Sky, which is really nice. But I just enjoy the vibe. And also, I just love the ability to, like, hard block anybody who just seems like, oh, you're just going to be a headache. I can't be bothered dealing with you. Block. Block lists on Blue Sky are like the best thing. I'm only on a couple of them. So I'm on a couple of block lists because I'm a because I'm a YouTube guy. No, not at all. Because I do AI.
Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead.
I should have done this first and then done the other thing because I've yo-yoed a lot.
Go ahead. Just not where we live.
So hang on, if you have a... No, you can't just... First field training. Like, what? Where's that? Down back there. Okay. Let's have a look. Blocked for your initials.
I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right.
What's up, kid?
So much for my field
Hey,
training.
Robo! Do the robot dance!
Watch and learn, young man.
Oh no.
You rock, Robo!
What was that? That was just... Okay.
Officer
Oh,
Washington,
right, okay,
I will be
gotcha,
your
GG,
field trainer
indeed.
For today, requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do.
Unrighteous
Officer
individuals.
Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Please!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Randomly,
Set
like...
the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
I'm just going the completely wrong way. Oh dear.
Officers, thank God you're
But yes, sorry, to come back to earlier, so we had a brief meeting for the conference earlier, so myself, Gabrielle and Matthias had a bit of a post-mortem this evening. McG, yes, hello, indeed, Blue Sky is a vibe. And so we had a conversation about some stuff, just kind of reflecting on how the conference went this year and things we want to improve. I think critically, we're also reading we've had a bunch of feedback, survey feedback.
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over.
All right, on you go.
Could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat. For
Do you have any
cat
idea
is
where...
the cat is missing.
I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training.
Okay, so yes, we did.
Cat has that name for a reason. He really brings
Turn
fortune.
your flashlight
So
on.
don't you come back without.
Right.
Yeah, we
Duty
did
light
a
to be
kind of brief
advantageous
post-mortem
and
discussing
reliability.
the
Keeping it close to you creates
conference,
a clear
and
target
also we've
for
had like end of event survey where people could send in their feedback, and thus far first of all the feedback in the survey has generally been very good. We're very happy with it. Also, there's nothing particularly untoward, and generally the comments that were made about things that we could improve next year, that's the button I'm looking for, align with our own perception of things that could improve. So that's fine. Like, we were generally feeling pretty good about that.
Clear.
I'm assuming he's going to do that because I can't see any way to do it myself.
Hey, I think I just saw the cat.
Go ahead.
On you go. So yeah,
Wow.
generally our thoughts on how to improve the event kind of align with a lot of the feedback that we got, but we also had a few conversations internally. I've also had a longer conversation today with George as we are effectively starting the 2025 planning. And right now our priority is we need to figure out where it is going to be. Where do we run it? because that is going to have a huge impact on everything from the number of days we run it to the number of people that we have and the number of tickets we sell and all this sort of stuff. And then also we need to start engaging with potential sponsors.
Do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being
going to be,
surprised.
you know, we got to think about getting the sponsor deck out pretty soon if companies want to be interested in being a part of it. So lots of things to consider, but we have a bunch of objectives that we have to try and complete between now and Christmas, and then again in the new year. Fortunately, excuse me, we had looking at the finances from the event, I'm literally finishing paying the last of the bills, and the last bill that is being paid is me, because as I explained at the conference, if you were there, like we had a lot of
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach.
we had a lot of trying to get everything together was actually quite tough at times, and so subsequently my company financed an awful lot of the conference off its own back while we were waiting to get the money to come in. So AI in Games
I think it's coming from the piano.
is actually due money from Game AI Event CIC, which is the owner of the AI in Games conference. It's a weird thing. So yeah, like I'm going to invoice the other company that I help run to get money back, and I'll probably do that in the next week or so once everyone else is, all the other invoices and bills are paid and I know how much money is left.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to keep giving him.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it!
Cat ran away. Let him open the door. So yes, you're right, Happy Pie. Like, George is compiling all the Excel sheets. I've got him working on some new spreadsheets.
It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Critically, like,
Go ahead.
critically, like, George is doing a certain amount for us, the way that, this year he was kind of instrumental in us getting it off the ground. Now he's going to have a little bit more of a hands-off capacity. He'll help us at the start, he'll help us at the end, but in the middle, that's probably really going to be Sally and I doing the bulk of the coordinating, alongside the rest of the advisory board team. Critically, because, well, George has got a book coming out a book coming out in 2026. He's got to write it in 2025. So that was part of our conversation today, is like, the boy needs some space to actually go and write his book. And I think he's mindful of not taking on too much, but at the same time, I'm like, he's part of the team. We need to keep him as part of the team.
I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding?
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, was I supposed to investigate that something there? I didn't see anything. Go on.
There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess.
Grab the damn cat.
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
What's the remaining mess? Is there just like a bunch of bad guys somewhere? It's, oh, well, we're down here. I'll just shoot a fool. Yep. There was me joking, but literally gunshots. Who's this poor guy? Okay, this is a bit weird. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, hello. That heavy blood loss due to a gunshot wound. Bullet wound, top of cranium, fatal. He is very dead.
It's Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is
Yes,
your
thanks,
status?
Carl. I completely missed that he's got...
I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find. Officer Washington.
Sir.
Keep cool. I am your back.
Glad to hear.
Alrighty. All this because they don't want me to have the cat. Door is open.
I don't think I can hold him off for much longer, sir. We're in pig. Nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns. Fuck! He got me.
No, little guy, come on, no.
What is your status?
I'm hit.
Remain calm. I am here.
That was tense. I need a breather.
I'll close the door.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir.
Impressive.
Means a lot coming from you.
So, yep, we're having a bit, we're still in the wind down, but yeah.
You will be fine. It is only
AI and Games Conference 2025 planning has officially begun, I guess. In the meantime, I'm also
just wonderful.
fixing up all the recordings from the event. So I've got... Actually, I still need to finish scouring through these 2 hard drives from our recording team with all the talks on it, and I've got all the B-roll footage that we've got, and then also all the recordings of the actual slide presentations as well. These are all sitting on the device already, so plenty of work for me to be getting on with. So actually, I'm quite excited because I got a few more work projects, and then for this month and next month, and then pretty much from mid-December, I'm going to take the rest of the year off. I get back from GDS Prague on the 16th of December, so I'm going to be in Prague when Goal State finishes its crowdfunding, which is quite exciting. And then I'll come back in January, and pretty much we will be doing AI and Games videos, the Substack, the conference prep, and Goal State, and that is actually, that's the only things I've got booked in at the moment, which is quite exciting. I don't have any other like a kind of client work or anything else that's going to take up much of my time, which is good because I have so many AI and Games videos for the YouTube channel to get done. As you can imagine, the YouTube channel's had a little bit, it's not had as much love in the last few months as I would like, just because I've been a little swamped, but we have so many videos in the backlog that I need to finish up right now. It's quite exciting. Question Pickles. Mr. Pickles. Robo is a dick. Love it. Project Doom.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Now,
He makes a
tell
valid
me,
point.
What's the next job?
Will there be a post-mortem video or stream? Curious about the survey you mentioned. Said. I might try and do like a stream, but we might put it into the end of year stream that I tend to try and do, which will probably be the week that I come back from Prague. So it'll probably be like the 17th or 18th of December, because I know I'm going to be in Scotland from the 20th. I'm going back for my PhD groups. My old buddies that I did my PhD with, we were all in the lab together at the same time. We all go out for dinner once a year at Christmas. I tend to go every second year because I tend to miss a year for work or one reason or another. So I've committed to going this year. So probably before then we'll do that. Excuse me.
You really want?
We owe him, and I think
the other thing is that there is going to be like a vlog of the event where you're going to see a little bit of me talking about and narrating my experiences. So it's going to be a bit of a post-mortem. Alongside a bunch of the B-roll footage, we ran a bunch of interviews on site. So we'll do that, and that video I'm hoping to get out before Christmas. Pretty much that, and the design dive episode on Bloodborne I hope to get out by the end of the year. And if I get those out by the end of the year, then the plan is then probably the first episode of 2025 is going to be AI in Games number 77, which is all about Trepang 2.
I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information.
Actually, I'm going to quickly go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Oh. Drank too much whiskey. I have returned. Carl, you had your chance. You did not capitalize and take over the place. I am back in charge, and we are poorer for it. Right, so we're going to go and talk Ben, or Paranoid Vagrant. Where are you going?
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
Enter the tape store. Let's go and chat with this guy. I'm pretty sure.
Greetings, citizen.
Robocop, good to see you. All my books are up to date. You are welcome to conduct the audit.
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
Stand back.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done.
Just pull it down.
I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood.
Well, you're here. Fix the car.
Do you know what the problem is?
The coil has been disconnected.
That would explain the car not starting.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power.
Where's my other clues? Dragging this thing around is really hard.
Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then.
Looks like it wants that to be the next clue, but there we go.
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure...
I'm guessing it's an easy fix.
Oh, okay, I'll just fix it, Willa. There we go.
It started. We're on the money. Well done, Robocop.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big chump wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't. But he asked me if I do paint jobs too. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
A
tattoo. The page you handed me had other graphics, which were clearly and, as far as I remember, it had the address of...
What was the design you sprayed on?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a...
Thank you for the information.
All right, to the tattoo parlor. So yeah, we got a bunch of videos to put up. God, like right now, episodes 77 through 80 of AI in Games are like already like, not just I know what they're going to be, I've already done a whole bunch of them, or a bunch of work on each of them. And we've got the design dive. So yeah, try to think. Trepang, and then we get the Doom video, and then it's Move 2, and probably when we put out all the conference videos, I'm going to do the episode on Space Marine 2, because we'll sync that up quite nicely, because then that's an episode of AI in Games about a talk delivered at the AI in Games conference, and then we'll also release the talk as well that Vladislav gave, which is really good. It's well worth checking out when I eventually put it online. So yeah, I have a lot of YouTube work to do. It's just been a little crazy in recent weeks with everything else going on. Yeah, Space Marine 2 Electric Boogaloo. I do think that's what they should have called it, and they didn't. A wasted opportunity, in my opinion. Probably also the other big one I know coming out of the conference. There was a whole bunch of interesting stuff at the conference, but there's a couple of ones that I think we can definitely do videos on, particularly looking at the Fortnite bots, how they actually work, and like do a deep dive on Horizon Forbidden, Forbidden West. I always forget. Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West. Like the branding of that franchise always confuses me.
It'll really bring out that jawline.
My body wears enough scars.
Believe me, you can never have enough of these puppies. Anyway, if you're not here for drinking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike. I heard he was your customer.
I don't serve no bikers. Don't know who told you that, but it's a load of bull.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vultures?
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case. I need to get back to my work.
Oh, he's in a panic. Jack, you're very true. You know, I realize I am now having a conversation with my brother on the stream that I'm not going to engage with publicly with everyone else. But I happened to mention that particular thread with someone recently who just looked at me with like, what the actual hell? I was like, yeah. I've been accused of being not the hardest of workers by some parts of my family.
Smuggling nuke in a red inker.
do you?
You still here?
Oh, there we go. We found a whole bunch of
found
evidence that this
of
guy's
your
full of shit.
connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down. It is your choice if you want to join them.
It's private evidence indeed.
I told him not to come in here when he was so hot.
Where is he?
He's got a place nearby somewhere, but...
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be
I need to use that.
outside.
I am afraid
Some
this
sort of
information
chopper,
is
I
too
don't know.
vague.
You can check
That's-
the plate number on that photo.
That would have been a great line to use against students. Like, why is your homework late?
can't concentrate on
I'm
all those
afraid this
reflections
information is
bouncing
too
off your
vague.
armor.
Hey, Robocop. Mr. Mills would like to have a word. He's waiting in the car.
Plate number acquired. A hobbyist, if you will. Indeed, Jack. Yes, I'm more of a hobbyist than someone who actually has a job. Yes, being a... It's been a recurring thing that there's a lot of people that across my family, I think, don't quite get what I do. And they think that actually I'm just a YouTuber full-time, like I stream every night or something, and that's how I make my money. I'm like, no, it's really not. No match. I need to find more bikes. But yes, it's interesting, I think, the perceptions that some people maybe have. Oh, there's a bike. Despite this is despite the fact that I have repeatedly pointed out that my YouTube, as successful as it is nowhere near successful enough for it to be a sustainable business in and of its own right, and that I need to do other things. And that I thought, hey, what would be a really smart thing to do is to use my, you know, YouTube as a mechanism to build my business from. So yeah. I'm still convinced you'll do this as a front for your feet picture. Like, to this day, only one person's actually got a picture of my feet. And I don't think Sargey's on the stream tonight. No match. Okay. Need to still find more bikes. Oh, the area investigation's very broad. I thought maybe it was just that street. No, it's just the entire freaking map. Brilliant. Oh no, I have left the area of investigation. My passion, yes. My passion is to take photos of my feet. Absolutely. Let everyone see my awkward, toenail-less feet. I have no toenail on my big toes. Hello. He's off buying frames for your food pictures. See, to be honest, that's actually something Sargi would do, is put them in a frame and then send me it back as a gift. Oh hey, loud music. Clearly this is the place.
Still no joy with the broadcast! Fucking OCP's good for nothing piece of shit. Be quiet, you moron! Yes, we'll get working in no time, Mr. Wendell. Sir. Yes, you won't screw it up.
He's using you, just like he used us.
No one
He hired us,
noticed yet.
but he failed to deliver. That's why we need to get what we were owed. Ah! Oh!
Talk about a sore loser. You had your chance and you blew it. Now it's the toy chance turn. Deal with it, biker bitch.
To say don't be stupid. Would I be kidding?
Oh shit, we've got company!
I love how it took them this long to notice me. As I like thunk, thunk, You're a movie star. Crime evidence. Oh, so much crime evidence. Tripping over it. Fucking criminals. Oh. You sit there. I'm not done yet. Why would you have incriminating pictures in the bathroom? Engineering level 6 required. Can I do engineering level 6? No, I can only get up to there, I think. Level 5. Yeah, I literally need one more XP. Carl just spoiled the surprise of my Christmas present. Photos of my own feet. Silence. Okay, fine.
What did Wendell make you do?
You saw it yourself. He needed us to extract brains from corpses. Most of my men didn't have the stomach for it.
Why brains?
He would never say. Wendell keeps his cards close to his chest.
Where is he?
When? Now? My bet it'd be in front of his screws.
Operator, requesting an ambulance. One unconscious fugitive suffering heavy blood loss.
That is a tripod. Oh, hello. Is that the safe combination? So I don't need my massive engineering skills. Transmission information. I wish I could crouch. Crime evidence. The old mall.
Operator, Wendell's trail leads to the outskirts west of town. Continuing pursuit.
Crouch evidence, indeed. Let's hope nobody tries to shoot him. Like, tries to attack me as I'm wandering around with him. He just turns into a blood sponge. I'm like, dead or alive, you're coming with me. And it's just machine gun fire just fully in him. Just emotionless the whole time. Like, nah, whatever. Find Wendell. I'm sure there are still crimes that I'm supposed to find, but at the same time, I'm like, oh.
I hate the day shift.
Is streetwalking a crime? Are we alright to let that slide? There is an ambulance over there, and I have not inquired as to why there's an ambulance over there. And as Robocop, it would be my duty to inquire. What the fuck is going on?
Give us a hand. It's gotten real ugly in.
Attack on the courthouse.
Can you believe this? A bunch of repeat offenders came up with a bright idea to storm the court. They took hostages and are now demanding both the 6,000 SUX and a plane to Acapulco.
Acapulco is a war zone.
I don't think these guys follow the news. But
if they want to fly into a war zone, I have first-class tickets for them.
Love it. I have first-class tickets for them. Yeah, I almost completely missed an opportunity to go and dispense justice. Literally, in a courthouse. Peak justice.
Look out! It's the Tin Man! Get behind him!
Oh. Yep, they both felt that. Oh, hello. Lovely.
He's just a machine.
Oh, crime evidence. I am judge, jury, and executioner. I can't hit the thing. There we go. What do you mean there's crime evidence in the court? Yum, 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 yum. There's hostages, huh? Wouldn't know it the way I've been running around. Access card, eh? Oh, did one of them drop it? No. I was hoping I could just walk over that, but never mind. Excuse me. Did one of the... It's telling me this is the place. Oh, that's confusing. Robocop is the signographer. That'd be intimidating. What am I missing here? Oh, right. Is that where I'm meant to go? Eh. Okay, maybe not. Nope, that doesn't open. Can I punch through this wall? There we go. Well, I'll take that, thank you. And some crime evidence to boot. Oh, marvelous. Crime! It's happening here. Not here. It shouldn't happen here. Not in the home of justice. Unacceptable. Don't you agree? No, you shot a hostage, you son of a bitch. No!
Oh God, heaven itself has sent you, Robocop. It was a nightmare.
How dare
The
you?
police will come to question you.
I only saved 2 of the hostages. That's unacceptable. Ah, got all this precious crime evidence just lying around because I happen to be in a courthouse. Marvelous. Is the judge hiding crime evidence? Disappointing. Do 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 do. Well, I only saved 2 of them, but you know, 2's enough.
Hey, Robo, you showed them. It was a pleasure to work with you.
I sure showed them, letting half of them die. But, you know, I'm great. Do. Just keep my head down, keep walking. Just walk away. Walk away. Oh. Okay, let's go and do... Be kind, rewind. Let's head to the video store. I was going to say they should have like some kind of Jay and Silent Bob rip-offs at the video store, but then that's 90s. Yeah, exactly, Jack. Like 50% of hostages would recommend me saving them, which means only half of them will live the next time. So 2 of the 4 would recommend I come back on the basis that one of them will survive.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos. So let's start by checking the thriller and drama
Angelina
sections.
Johansson is P. Roxy. Oh, Proxy, but Roxy.
No idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Oh, the Golden Piston for best. Everyone's talking about what was that? I saw the conversation right now is about the Game Awards got announced, or the Game Award nominations, which, I mean, I have a very low opinion of the Game Awards in general. I don't really care for it in the grand scheme of things, and as much as it's, I think it's generally great for indies who get nominated, but let's be honest, most of the Game Awards is really just Jeff Keighley scratching the backs of the AAA industry in a way that makes him look good and pockets him a bunch of money. But like, yeah, I saw what was it, the Game of the Year.
It takes courage to not.
The Game of the Year nominations are, according to the Game Awards, Astrobot, which I want to play. I have heard nothing but good things about Astrobot on PS5. Balatro.
Let's get back to it.
It's pronounced Balatro, by the way. Which is a very good game. Black Myth Wukong, which I have not paid attention to really after it just became very clear that the developers were kind of toxic individuals. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. This is the big talking point in that this year they allowed DLC to be considered for Game of the Year, which is a very roundabout way of saying, can we nominate Shadow of the Erd Tree for Game of the Year? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I've heard lots of good things about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And then Metaphor ReFantazio by Atlas, which is the new, from the folks that do Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, which I've heard, again, a lot of really good things about Metaphor ReFantazio. Not probably my cup of tea. I still have Persona 5 on my backlog, for God's sake. But, yeah. Yeah, Happy Pilot. The most anticipated... I never understood this, why there's a thing in the Game Awards for the most anticipated game of next year. I'm like... Also, they don't do... Oh, yeah, here we go. Best... I love this, because there's Best Independent Game and Best Debut Indie Game. So, Best Independent Game is Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva. Neva? I don't know this game at all. Published by Devolver, developed by Nomada Studio. I've never heard of it. If anyone knows of this, do let me know. The last one is UFO 50 by Mossmouth. And I mean, I get the impression it's probably going to be either Balatro or UFO 50 there. Best debut game, Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords. Best debut indie, yep. Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, or The Plucky Squire. That seems like a solid run. And then Best VR AR game, which also caught my eye, which is Arizona Sunshine Remake. I didn't know that, but it was a thing. Asgard's Wrath 2. I have heard of these. I heard Asgard's Wrath's really good. Batman Arkham Shadow, which is the game that everyone's talking about that's on the Quest 3. Metal Hellsinger VR. I hope the VR version... I didn't actually like Metal Hellsinger as much as I really wanted to. And Metro Awakening, which, again, is a VR game I'm hearing a lot of buzz about. No matches. Actually, what was the nominees for the 2025 Game of the...
You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after...
Yeah, looking at some of this year. So they have Best Fighting Game, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Like, really, like, there's not enough fighting games that you have to use an anniversary re-release to have a...
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
Multiverses and Tekken 8. It's either going to be Dragon Ball Sparking Zero or Tekken 8.
Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but...
Oh, that's nice. Best Sim Strategy Game, Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Manor Lords, Unicorn Overlord, or Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess. Actually, I'm playing Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess. I really like this game. It's so weird. It's on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, go and check it out. It's basically like a hack and slash tower defense game. And it is peak Capcom about 20 years ago. Like when they were doing really weird stuff. I really like it. Best Adaptation. So it's like, when they put gaming stuff in other medium. So, hang on. Yeah, Arcane Netflix series. I've never watched it because I'm not particularly interested in League of Legends. But I hear it's very, very good. The Fallout TV show on Amazon... Knuckles, the Sega, the Paramount show that's like bridges the Sonic 2 and 3 films. Like a Dragon Yakuza by Amazon, which I have heard actually isn't that good now that it's out. And Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, which is the animated series on Netflix. What was the last thing? Content Creator of the Year, okay. Content Creator of the Year, they mentioned 5 people. I genuinely don't know any of them. And I think that kind of speaks to the fact that despite the fact that I am a content creator, I generally don't pay attention to content creators or content creation by and large. So this is no shade on these individuals. I'm so out the loop. Case Illuge One, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, Usada Pecora. Pecora? I don't know. But genuinely never heard of any of these people. I'm sure they're great. Most anticipated game. Here we go. Sorry to say, Carl, Star Citizen is not on the list. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Ghost of Yotai, which is the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, by Sucker Punch Productions. Grand Theft Auto 6.
Still waiting for a sequel.
Which is going to win
The guy
it.
who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career, but he said that if he ever
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds, which is probably my most anticipated game of the year 2025. I have not finished all the stuff in Monster Hunter Rise or World, but I am going to be playing Wilds on day one, I can guarantee you. Wouldn't it be easier if I just asked the guy?
Excuse me, we are conducting
Most anticipated game AI course 2025 Goal
You can
State.
investigate the case of several tapes being.
Oh man, did he call us friends? Nice.
Oh, come on, let me investigate. Oh, match found.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Let's see.
Think violence can be beautiful.
I saw also that there was a bunch of complaints about
Maybe
how.
because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different.
So Helldivers 2 has been nominated for a whole bunch of stuff. But Dragon's Dogma 2 only got one nomination across the entirety of the Game Awards.
again,
So
I don't have bills to pay anyway.
Helldivers 2 has been nominated for Best Ongoing Game. It's been nominated for what else was it? No, was it Best Live Game? I think was one of them. Best Ongoing Game, Best Community Support. Which, you know, hey, the fans rebelled against our game because Sony were being awkward.
It's called Me, Sire, but here it is. Isn't
But
that the tape we're looking for?
Oh great.
Tape? What tape? You
A bunch
like
of punks
movies?
turn up.
Do you want to shoot an action movie? I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
I think Zelda only got 2 nominations: Best Action Adventure Game and Best Family Game.
Do you need assistance?
Come on. Oh, I think he accidentally dropped a grenade or something. Shoot him while he's down. I like that they've got the music for these guys. At the same time, I really wish that they would just have like more than one music track in this game. Every time they turn up, it just plays the same music track.
First, I hear a bunch of movie puns.
It's not quite as bad as what is it?
He ran out the back door.
Burnout Paradise, where every time you started it, all you heard was Guns N' Roses, and I was on the verge of self-harm, I think, a couple of times, because
Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something.
there's only, like, surely you can give me the option to not have to listen to Paradise City every time I start the game up. I'm like, come on. Come on.
Who's gonna pay for all this?
Alrighty. Hide or die. Sticky pickles and sweeties. Gone with the sprint. The banjo strikes back, the bad, the fat, and the dirty. Oh, you can tell that's a porn. That's uncomfortable. Excuse me. Happy Pie says, oh, about the previous topic, looking at this scene, I also miss the feeling of the excitement when you went to the movie rental place. Like, that is something, actually. Like, the notion of knowing a movie based on its promotional art. Like, used to recognize films because the posters would be up for months in advance. Or you'd go to the video store and they would have posters of it, or you'd see it on the shelf. You'd really want to, like, see the movie. And so you know, the art of the film would be kind of wired into your brain, which is not really something that happens anymore.
You're all right.
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it. I misheard the title, so...
You will need even more help for lying to me.
Oh, good shine on my head.
I don't even know if you're joking or not. I fucked up. I know, with all that great... It takes courage. Sorry to disappoint you, Dad. But I'm lacking in that department. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep...
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a
from nuke distribution
first,
to go and buy more nuke.
Be a friend this one
what is going
time?
on?
I will leave the money with you.
That's cold-blooded, man. You're my savior, Tin Man.
There we go.
But
I am just gonna bend the rules ever so slightly. My respect for the law is waning. Ah. Right. Let's go and do this actual mission that I was supposed to do. LinkedIn is popping off. Which is never a good sign. Yeah, I didn't serve all the citations. It's fine. I'm clearly not that good in this department. Oh, God. I regret opening... I regret opening LinkedIn. The real crime evidence was inside me all along. I am a crime, Carl. Clearly, I am the crime. Alright. This will probably be my... We'll do this mission, and then I'll call it for the evening, but I hope to come back and stream some more later in the week. My plan was to stream more throughout the month, particularly to kind of drive enthusiasm and interest to Goal State. And that will continue despite the fact that we have got Gold State funded. Because stretch goals. Let's go. Oh, look at that cell phone.
It's the new guy.
How is he supposed to be stealthy here? It's just thump, thump, thump.
He's planning to do some psycho presentation.
And who is the bigwig?
That's what I want to find out.
Mr. W, we still have no contact with the funhouse.
I'm on the phone. We're ready. I understand, but please tell him that this is not a meeting that can be postponed. I see.
So, they ain't coming, right? Fucking suits!
Keep your anger to yourself, or I'll share mine with you.
Robo?
Who's there? Show yourself!
You'd better not.
As you wish, creep. You are under arrest. Come quietly.
Do you really believe that's what's gonna happen? Take care of him, boys. I'll meet you on the roof.
What's up, metal freak? Forget where you left your car?
Uh-oh.
You better go, Miss Ortiz. It seems there will be trouble.
Oh, jings. Oh, crisp bloom. Do I have a secondary? I do not. I want a good one though, not a pistol.
Get lost! I drive!
Uh-oh.
Hey, you metal fucker! Wanna go first? We total Robocop!
Yeah, we missed the exploding bikes. Exploding bikes are always handy. Oh, he's dreaming again. This car park is strangely shaped.
Is that you? Come to us. Yeah, Dad, we're waiting for you.
Very good. Oh, glitching again.
Dad? Are you coming?
Daddy.
Dad? Dad, are you here? I'm scared. Come find me, please. Why won't you come for me, Dad? Don't leave me, please. Don't leave me alone. Dad?
I kind of dig all the creepy dream sequences. I think they're quite... They're a nice touch.
Special offers at Juneberry Mall. Now a free gift for engaged couples. Goldfinch Jewelry has a discount on wedding rings. Choose something special. It's a symbol of your love and something for her to remember you by after you decide to get yourself killed and leave your family all alone. Murphy.
Nope.
Don't hesitate. Come and take advantage of our offer.
I was going to say, you're kind of waiting on Alma to show up. It is very Fear-esque.
Over here, Murphy. Dad? Is that you? You look different. You're scaring me.
Dad, you're a giant
I don't like
robot.
how scary you are now. It's not your dad, kid. It's not even a police officer. I don't know what it is anymore.
Yeah. I just went all the way around here. There's no crime evidence, no nothing. Did it for nothing.
The remains of my husband, a
police officer killed in the line of duty, were used to create some kind of a metal mask. I carry it to move forward.
I'm just shooting them all in case like they somehow come to life and start chasing me.
A father, a cop.
Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot.
Did you hear? It's true. You're not one of us anymore. You're not human. And you're not a real cop. You're just the rotting remains of
Alex Murphy.
You're something that should never have been. Something
that should
not exist. We have to fix you. We have to erase you. And we will. Just come to us. Come to the rooftop.
We're
waiting.
Honestly, don't know which way is the right way to go. Nope. Nope. Unless it's all just predetermined, which I think it is. It wasn't like it was a puzzle. It was just going to repeat it until it hit the narrative beat that it needed.
It's not one of us. It doesn't even. It's the crap that is stuck to our shit. A cuckoo egg planted by OCP. We need to clear our station of this shit. We must smash that thing. Fire at will. You're not one of us. You feel that too, don't you?
Okay. Am I in my apartment now?
You're back. There's coffee in the kitchen.
Make yourself a coffee.
Do you like it? The mug.
World-class husband.
Dad, can you fix the camera? I think something's broken. Hey, you fixed it! Remember I'm playing a game this afternoon?
Dad wouldn't miss it, would he?
Choco rings.
Do you really have to go? You look so sexy in that uniform. Why won't you stay a little longer?
Oh, hello. What? Why? This is a pointless stairwell in the corner of your house. What environment artist cooked that up? Oh, she said I was sexy. This doesn't look like a sexy place.
Why are you here? Do you not love your family?
No attachments, no leverage. This is a gift.
Don't take him away from me!
Everyone wants to
Oh,
be
this
back
is where
home
I
with
got
their
killed,
families.
isn't it?
Be back home.
Bum bum bum.
Welcome, shopper. Let's take a stroll through your home.
Do you think you can just go back? Go on with your life like nothing happened?
Shut up.
This is a one-family house built by ZM Industries. It's for sale because the head of the family was shot in the head.
Your family has forgotten you. Why do you want to remember them? You attach yourself to something that is the weakest in you. To the part that's still human.
Have you thought it over? Why not make me an offer?
Yeah, lie down in the chalk lane, just
This burden. What is your sacrifice worth? Holding on to them makes you weak. Destroy them. Destroy them before they destroy you.
Saw my life flash before my eyes. It was really boring. Nope, that's Murphy right there.
Alex Murphy, the one and the only. I'm here because you have something that belongs to me. You have my badge. Lewis gave it to me. Lewis is hurt because of you. Because you keep insisting that you're something that you're not. That you were still me and that I simply came back to life, but you're wrong. I'm dead and I want to finally rest, but you won't let me. Your delusions keep tormenting me and my family. You need to let us go. I want my badge back. I have it, so I remember. Remember what? The lie? Lewis knows us. She would not lie. Give it to me. It's mine. But, Lewis, I want it back. This is my badge. Then I'll have to take it back myself.
Am I going to fight myself now?
You are strong enough to take him. Don't forget you have a partner who's counting on you. Take this gift. Don't forget who you are. Alex Murphy.
Get up, Robo. Get up, for God's sake. That's it, Robo. Keep going.
Where's the chopper? The cops will be here any...
Wendell Antonowski.
Haven't you had enough yet?
You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Relax. I'm not your enemy. If I were, you would have already...
Choke
You have
slam.
the right to an attorney.
I wanted to help you. Release you from the burden of your past life, of your memories. But you don't want to lose them, right? Now I get it.
Anything you say may be used against you.
I can give you
Look at
back
that shine.
those memories, all of them.
I'm a glorious looking agent of
We
justice.
have the same boss. Police.
God damn it, you again?
People need to see this.
Cuff him. He is a cop killer.
Hands behind your back. Can you hand me my lighter? It's a family heirloom. I wouldn't want to lose it.
No, don't give him it.
This trinket? It'll be safer in the prison depository. You'll pick it up yourself in, I don't know, 150 years?
Plenty of time for rehabilitation.
Nice.
Top story. Wendell Antonowski, the infamous new guy in town, has been
apprehended.
Robocop was able to capture Antonowski, as reported by an eyewitness, Channel 9's Samantha Ortiz. Unfortunately, no footage of the event has emerged. Robocop's efforts have prompted a public debate regarding his status as a human being. Here's a statement from John Mills, a candidate for the mayor's office in the upcoming mayoral election.
Today, Robocop
Oh, I don't like
has
to look
done
at
more for
him.
the city than the current
Look at his hair.
administration has
I was,
done in its
actually, I just
entire
realised he has
term.
the same haircut as
That's
me.
why I
But that's
feel
why I don't trust him.
that it's time to give something back. If elected, I will be advocating to grant Robocop the status of a free, living
102% funded
That's right.
on
For
Kickstarter.
Mills,
Happy days. We're at 102%. Fantastic. Day 3 of this.
The self-made entrepreneur has been taken to the Gibson Memorial Hospital for observation. His condition
I mean,
is
this was kind of day 3 into 4, but yeah, happy days. Alrighty, I think this will probably be enough for my stream tonight, and I'll come back and play some more, because I'm tired. I am really tired. I actually need to go get some sleep.
Jeez, Steph, don't you have any respect? Here's the man of the hour.
Congrats, Robo. You caught that bastard for what he did to Lewis.
So we'll start the marketing on Monday, calling in all the favors. I think, well, we're going to push it. We're going to keep pushing it for the next couple of weeks. You know, the more we can get in, the better. Adds more to the stretch goals, more content along the way, everything else. Happy days indeed. And I have 4 skill points to spend when I come back to playing this game again. Oh, I need to do my psych eval, but I'm going to do that next time I stream. But in the meantime, let's quickly head on over to... Where's the Kickstarter? There we go. Happy days indeed. Yep, so we're at 32,227 of the... I actually can't see what that original amount is meant to be. 31,583. So we were talking about this in the Discord server. It's a very specific number because because what they do is they don't round it or anything like that. They take literally what the equivalent it was in British pounds and then just translate it to other currencies. So I don't actually think they gave me the option of picking the currency because I'm based in the UK, but yeah, it was £25,000, hence the really weird number. But actually, it is now in British money. It's 25,510. Actually, let's do that just as we wrap up. Because I said I would do it, and I didn't. So let's go and have a quick look. Go into the goal state. Shout out to everyone since the last stream, which was on Friday night. Oh, let's go all the way through. Now, I know I got to Sargi Rose. Actually, let's just start with Sargi, because I don't know how many other people do it. So, Sargi, of course, we thanked you. To Craig Dallimore, to Araman, Thomas Chiboch, I'm not sure. Rebecca Vessel. Oh, Rebecca, thank you. Maddie, Scott, Barnabas Cleve, that's a good name. Dave Sparks, BW Program, QWX, Laurent Covidou, who was actually a speaker at the AI Games Conference. Laurent, thank you very much. David TQT, John Bailey, Vlad Miku, Dean Graves, Jeff Korpak, Tony Nguyen, Adam, Lee Cheng, Jans N, Luke Pearson, Alistair Tan, Sophia Romaldo, Fiddler, odd name, Aloha D'Angelo. Well, it's all one word, but I'm assuming it says Aloha D'Angelo, I think. Dineth, Tim, Sadurus, Dibanez Mui, it's just M-O-O-I, don't know how to pronounce that one. Simon Worgan, Rafael Neves, Robert Plant, not that one. Eric Legal, Pamela Figueroa, Powell, Marco Petix, Louis Pena, Piero Borat, Whitney Burner, David Lindsay Pittman. Thank you, David. Actually, that came off the back of the fact that I reached out and said hi to David on Blue Sky at the weekend. David is an AI programmer and a game programmer in his own right. Go and check him out over on Blue Sky. David does some really, really cool stuff. Michael Forjod. I'm sorry, David. I'm completely butchering your name there. Michael, sorry. Michael. Azra, Richard Benson, William Rave, Simon Gray. I haven't spoken to Simon in a very long time. Thank you very much for supporting, assuming it is the Simon Gray that I think it is. Berry, Andrew Lenahan, Powell actually increased their pledge after previously pledging. Death Caliber, that's Brendan Mulcahy from Epic Games, who also spoke at the conference. Brendan, thank you very much. Jason Adams, Stefan Nordborg Eriksson, to Mark, Jeff Orkin, that's a name that you'll probably recognize. Jeff, thank you so much. Massimiliano Barriola, Matteo Saldivar. Let's see what else we got. Alessandro De Marchi, also a long-term patron of AI Games and is actually part of our production meetings that run every month. Alessandro, thank you so much. Mockaraid, is that just like attacking the coffee? Andre Kishimoto, Nicholas Derian, Oshman, Nuno Vincente Barreto. Nuno, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to chat to you at the conference. Thank you so much for supporting this. Really need to catch up with you proper and actually have a proper hangout sometime. Sam, Mark Drew, who some of you might remember coming on the Branching Factor podcast, which I really need to figure out how to get that running again. Mark, thank you very much. Tom Lumen, thank you very much to Tom Lumen. For those of you not who actually signed up as an associate producer, which is one of the highest tiers, Tom, if you are not familiar, runs a bunch of very, very good Unreal Engine tutorials on his own website. So to have Tom actually sponsor this is very cool. So I'm very, very grateful to that. That was a name that really caught me off guard when I saw it. I was, oh my god, Tom Lumen's showing money at this. Thank you so much, Tom. Christian Rizoff, Kenan Ward, Ben Murray, David Thompson, Michael Bidda, Anna Moss. Anna, thank you. I know Anna. Julian Tegelius, again, a name that some of you might recognize. Cheers, Julian. Lana Baczynski, who is actually over, does a bunch of art. She's one of the lead artists over at Riot Games. I met her over at Console. Lana is just lovely. She's awesome. So I thank you very much to Lana for that. Rob Watling, thank you very much. Rob is a former student of mine from many, many moons ago. Let's see. Suzanne, I'm going to assume that's Suzanne Binder, just because I think it is. But yeah, Suzanne, if it isn't Suzanne Binder, and if it's just another Suzanne, well, thank you both. Sam Devlin, who also presented at the conference earlier this week. Sam, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Thomas Simonini, who's based over at Hugging Face. Thank you. Batu Atimes. Batu, mate, thank you so much. Does some fantastic work over. I actually forget, Batu, where you're based at the moment. I think he was off doing his own thing last time I checked, but thank you so much. Victor Manuel Yum Song. Muriel Wilson, Joe, and Noon, straight up Noon, who supported 23 minutes ago. I think that's us up to date. Holy shit, no. Nicholas McDonnell, I missed this one, and CJ, who pledged in the last 14 minutes. So that is us completely on top. We are now at 25,510, 102% funded with 186 backers. Thank you all so much. To get us where we are now, genuinely like kind of blown away. The whole thing has been funded within 4 days, less than 4, like literally 3 and a bit days. We got it funded. We still have 26 days of funding to go. Really, really awesome. And we'll keep going. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to make a whole bunch of noise about the stretch goals, all the other stuff that's coming, and also how far we need to go before the second course also gets introduced to Goal State. So originally it was going to be just for the one course, but I've actually set a very distant stretch goal. If we get all the way up there, the second course, the ML for Games 101 course, will also be part of this whole package. If you support Goal State on the Kickstarter, you will get everything. But at a later date, if we manage to get 2 courses out of this, they will be released as separate things online at a later date. But if you sponsored and supported Pledge towards Goal State now, you will get all of it in one go. So, a huge thank you once again to everyone. And yeah, absolutely crazy. We actually did it in fewer backers than I planned. I had done the math and said, well, if we sell out all the early bird and early bird tiers, that would mean that we can get it funded with 200 people. And we did it with 180. We actually did it with less than 186. Critically, on that note, there is less than 20% of the early bird prices for the normal Goal State left. And let's see. Oh god, actually, yes. Yep, 20%, and there's about 35% of the Goal State Plus early bird prices still left. So if anyone is still interested in it, head on over and go and check it out. But yeah, absolutely amazing stuff. Super happy. I am going to go lie down, and then I've got to get to work tomorrow because I have a whole bunch of outstanding client work. If you're a client, I'm so sorry. It's been a very crazy couple of weeks, but we're going to get that stuff to you later this week. And I'll be back later in the week. I think maybe Wednesday. We'll try and stream again, and then I'll probably be back at the weekend as well, because my partner's going to be away. So I think we'll probably stream on Saturday night. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you all so much for your support. It's been absolutely amazing to hit this marker so early on in the crowdfunding, and yeah, speechless. A rarity, let's put it that way. Ah, yes, and as Happy Pie points out, there are 3 silver and 2 corporate sponsors still left. So if you're a company or institution who wants to get your logos across the front of all this, you still got time. All right, that's us for now. I'm off to go and lie down. Thank you all so much. And I'll speak to you all soon. Stay safe. Take care. I will be back. Ooh.